Ulster matchups. Tyrone at home to Monaghan and Cavan hosting Donegal. These reports from Des Kern and Joe Stack.
Monaghan arrived at Healy Park top of Division 1 thanks in the main to two eye-catching away wins in Castlebar and Killarney. But inside the opening 10 minutes they were facing a Peter Hart penalty after Drew Wiley was adjudged to have impeded Matty Donnelly. Hart though failed to hit the target, a let-off for Malachy O'Rourke's men. An opening period where Monaghan had the ball but Tyrone the scores. The impressive Tiernan McCann added to his point in their group opening win against Roscommon with another fine effort here. Last year's under-21 captain Frank Burns added another before Darren McCurry eased inside onto his left foot to find the target and extend Tyrone's lead to 4 points with 16 minutes played. Monaghan, after some wasteful shooting early in the game, finally got off the mark after 25 minutes. The impressive Jack McCarran with their only point from play in the opening half. But while Monaghan, shorn of the talents of injured duo Colin Walsh and Darren Hughes, were having to work hard for their scores, the same wasn't true at the other end. McCann again arrived on the scene to kick a delightful second of the night. And Tyrone were to maintain that momentum into half-time. 3 points from Peter Hart, 2 from Freeze, and another from Justin McMahon saw the home side retire well in control, 9 points to 2. Monaghan had already made a habit of storming starts to second halves in the league this season. The first 5 of the second period in Omagh was certainly eventful. Firstly, within a minute of the resumption, Fintan Kelly, who'd been yellow-carded in the first half, received a second after a late tackle on Conor Myler. Monaghan reduced to 14 men. Just moments later, half-time sub Desi Ward was played in on goal by Conor McCarthy, only to be denied by a superb save from Mickey O'Neill. And then, all inside the opening 5 minutes of the second half, Dermot Malone was following Kelly to the sideline after this incident with Frank Burns. Monaghan now 6 points and 2 men down. But facing such a forbidding situation, they rolled up their sleeves and went on to produce a terrific last 30 minutes. McCarran, who scored 1-3 in Killarney, with one of the scores of the season from the sideline. Goalkeeper Rory Began then landed 2 superb long-range dead balls before Kieran Hughes weighed in with this terrific effort. One of 2 points from play for Hughes on the night, and Malachy O'Rourke's men were back within 3. As things got a little fraught for Tyrone, Mickey Hart had sprung Sean Kavanagh from the bench, and that proved a masterstroke. 3 points, 2 from play from the 3-time All-Ireland winner steadied the ship and kept Monaghan at arm's length. Monaghan beaten but outscoring Tyrone 8 points to 5 in the second half with 13 men. Food for thought for both managers.
Kingspan Breffni Park witnessed Cavan playing catch-up from the off against Donegal. Michael Murphy with 2 frees before Kieran Thompson's monster kick put the visitors 3 ahead after just 9 minutes. Donegal were 5-0 up after 13. Some neat interplay, allowing Frank McGlynn plenty of time to guide his shot over. It took Cavan 22 minutes to open their account and a full 30 to post from play. Conor Madden pointing from distance to cut the deficit to 3 points. Things got worse for Matty McGlynn inside just before the break. Captain Killian Clark with a somewhat cynical challenge on Donegal's Owen Ban Gallagher. Donegal were quick to show their displeasure, and when the melee ended, referee Conor Lane followed suit, showing Clark a straight red card. Donegal were a man in front and 6 points to 4 up at half-time. Donegal made good use of the extra man early in the second half. Hugh McFadden had plenty of space to set himself before scoring a great point. It restored the visitors' advantage to 3. Rory Gallagher's side then effectively killed the game off just 1 minute later. Murphy pounced on a kick-out. He freed Owen McHugh, and McHugh buried the chance to double Donegal's advantage. Kieran Brady did offer some Cavan resistance. A neat 1-2 created space to fire over what was his side's 7th point of the night. Donegal, though, were never in any real danger. They sprang some young blood from the bench and Jamie Brennan restored the lead back to 6 points. Kieran Thompson then added a great score from the opposite wing. It was one of his 5 points of the night. A black card with all their subs used meant Cavan were down to 13 by the time Garrod McKiernan scored in injury time. No doubt little consolation to the majority of the 6,500 crowd in Breffni. And Mark McHugh then added another with the final kick of this match to leave the final score, Donegal 116, Cavan 11 points.
I suppose you would have to say as well that Cavan's hold on Division 1 status may be a short one. Paddy, let's look at those games. Let's go back to the first game we saw there. That was an important match last night because Tyrone and Monaghan both have been going well, and of course Tyrone have that game in hand as well, so 2 other potential points in that one too. Yeah,
certainly. I think the game was possibly overshadowed by the Mayo Dublin game last night, but a massive game up in Ulster. You know, Monaghan have started the league very, very well, and even in defeat last night, I think they'll take a lot of positives. You know, down to 13 men, they still battled very, very well, kept the game right and up until the end. So even in defeat, they're still looking very, very good. Tyrone, on the other hand, I suppose we're all looking to see will they join the top 3, and you know, are they genuine All-Ireland contenders? And on the form so far in the league, they certainly are. You know, it'd be very, very interesting to see if they can make a league final and possibly put themselves against the Dubs again. That'll give us an idea of how far they've come.
It certainly will. Well, they're giving themselves a chance. Let's look at the other game, Lizzie. I spoke about Cavan there. Things just not working out in this campaign for them.
Yeah, I suppose these teams are looking to get to the next level. Terry Highland was there for 4 years. They wanted fresh blood. Matty McGleenan's in, and I suppose it's tough. Division 1 is tough, but their discipline is an issue. Last year in the championship against Derry, did a man sent off at a vital stage, and they were going well. And last night again, Killian Clark, their captain, and they need to address that. But on the other hand, Rory Gallagher will be extremely impressed. There's so many lads have retired from Donegal. And I thought for one that, in fairness, it's going to take a long time for that group to rebuild. But the likes of Owen McHugh is really finding his feet at this level. Ryan, he's a young chap as well, but he's just getting better and better and better. And Kieran Thompson really impressed me last night as well.
Well, that's what you want, fellas, answering the call, isn't it? All right, we have a break to take right now on